Hi, I'm BJ. I'm just a flippin' farmer, and this is my journey starting from nothing as a beginning farmer. So as I said, I have nothing. This tractor, it's not mine. This tractor here, it's not mine. This wagon isn't mine. This planter back here, it is not mine, and I'm very happy about that. Nope, I don't own this one either. This 9500, I tried to buy it, but it is not mine. And I didn't do the greatest job washing it. The seed, it's not a seed tender. This nurse tank is not mine. It's a good tank. I really like it. It's good. This chisel plow, field cultivator, neither of those are mine. This tractor, yeah, this ugly one, this one's mine. I do actually own a tractor. So my point to all this is, you don't need anything to start farming. Now, I will admit, I can't do it alone. I have gotten help. I've gotten help from my dad and from other farmers. Obviously, I have a background in farming. I grew up doing it my whole life, but nothing was given to me. I had to earn everything that I have to start. So I'm renting. I don't own any ground except for the 5 acres that I'm standing on right here. This I bought a house in town. It was a foreclosure, a small one that needed fixed up. It was pretty junk, but I got it cheap. So I fixed that up, put a bunch of money into it, sold it for about what I had into it. I made just a little and used that money for a down payment for this 5 acres here with this cool silo and barn and all the other buildings, and we're able to raise bucket bottle calves for our kids, and do 4-H and FFA. I grew up doing that, and that's what I wanted for my kids, so that's what we're doing here. And I also wanted to farm. I wanted to farm since I was just a little boy, and so ever since I was little and rode around in the tractors with my dad and uncles and hired guys, and I used to lay down on the floor and sleep under their feet, and they'd let me sit on their lap and drive the steering wheel, and I just loved it. I loved growing up on the farm. I've always wanted to farm. So here I am. I finally have a chance. My dad retired, and he actually came to me a couple years ago and said, "Do you really want to farm?" I said, "Yes, I do." He said, "Because I'm thinking about putting the majority of the ground into CRP. CRP was paying pretty well, and he said, I'm thinking about putting it into CRP, but I want to know if you want to farm it first before I make that decision." I said, "Yes, I want to farm it. I've always wanted to farm it. That's what I want to do." So instead of putting into CRP or renting it to another big producer around that probably could have paid more than I can, he decided to give me a chance on it. So that's basically my story. we will find out this year if I make it or if I fail. You know, I just took out a $90,000 operating note and then another $20,000 in seed on another line of credit. So it's a lot of money, and it's all due in 10 months. It's like taking out a mortgage on a house and paying the whole thing off in 10 months. It's pretty crazy. It's a lot of money. I mean, I thought buying my house made me pretty nervous. So taking on this much debt is really making me nervous. So we'll see how it turns out. I plan to do a lot of documenting my journey on my channel, and I also want to go through the numbers. I don't see anyone else doing that, and I think it's really interesting. The numbers, the margins, the tiny margins that farmers run on, and so I'd like to go over that also and document that. So that's another thing I'm going to be doing on my channel. I think I'm going to start a series called like Farm Financials, and start doing like a weekly or monthly deal on that, where I go through the things I've had to buy and pay and my interest up till now. I'll go through like the Iowa State Ag Decision Maker and put that online too. I think that'd be really interesting for people, because that is a great tool. And kind of go over some of the things that I'm changing from what my dad did now to try and make more money, to try to get better yields, to try to optimize and get as much out of the farm as I possibly can. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any comments for me, please leave them down below. And until the next video, take care.